Judge, he's here on direct. He's offering his testimony. I think he's got the right to tell this jury what's going on in his mind and what his understanding is of his responsibility for the crimes he's admitting to doing.
He can answer.
Hector, do you have a different understanding of how wrong it was to steal and try to sell guns than you did 2 years ago?
Yeah, because it's like, what if I sold it to some fool that would end up putting like a, like they said, a drum magazine and going into like a Walmart or something and start shooting other people? I would end up putting that blood on my hands, you know what I mean? Like, I'd end up thinking that was my fault. And I wouldn't want to do that.
Now, Hector, you testified a few minutes ago that you didn't want to hurt anybody. Is that right?
Object to the leading.
And Judge, I'm just bookending something he testified to just a couple minutes ago.
Sustained. Rephrase your question.
Okay. Hector, back when you were committing those burglaries and walking around with a gun, did you want to hurt anybody?
No, like I said, I ain't trying to have no blood on my hands. You know? I mean, I lost somebody before and it didn't feel good. I still think about it to this day, man. I wasn't trying to put that on nobody.
Were you in the courtroom earlier when the video from Deputy Dixon's body cam was played?
Yeah.
Who was that on the back corner of the house?
It was me.
And who was it that shot that handgun?
It was me.
Are you admitting to this jury that you took Deputy Dixon's life?
Yeah. Like I said, you gotta confess to your sins. I heard something. I heard a family. I heard friends. I heard his brothers and sisters. Something I never wanted to do and I never will do.
But are you admitting that that is something that you did do?
Yeah, yes, sir. It was me.
Before you pulled that trigger that night, did you think about a plan to kill somebody?
No, I would never. If I was ever with any of these others and they ended up bringing something up like that, I put it on baby. I would have straightened them up. Because I don't ride like that. Like I said, I don't want no blood on my hands. I ain't trying to have no blood on my hands. I ain't trying to be the person that ended up making a plan for it. I wouldn't do that.
Did you ever have a conversation about how you would do anything it took, including killing somebody, to get away if you had to?
Nah. Killing somebody, even kids know this. You do time for it. Hard time. I would rather do a couple years in jail than do a hard time in prison. Like I told you, man, it doesn't make sense. Nothing from this case makes any sense to me.
You said that things don't make sense. Do you remember what happened immediately before the shooting when you were standing in that backyard?
No.
How is your memory from that night in general?
Not good. I remember when I first tried to explain it to my attorneys, they told me none of it was really on point with it.